In the ancient world, long before the rise of men and gods, as we know them, there existed a time of titans, beings of immense power who ruled the cosmos. Among these majestic entities was Prometheus, the wisest of them all. His name, which means forethought, spoke of his extraordinary gift, the ability to see into the future and navigate the twists and turns of fate. As the supreme rulers of the universe, the Titans held dominion over all. However, their reign was not to last. Zeus, a god of immense strength and ambition, rose against his father Kronos, the king of the Titans. In the ensuing cosmic battle, alliances were formed and broken. Prometheus, along with his brother Epimetheus, whose name means afterthought, and who was often seen as slower-witted, chose to side with Zeus. They foresaw the downfall of their own kind and, with heavy hearts, abandoned the Titan cause. Zeus's rebellion was fierce and relentless. The skies were torn asunder by the clash of divine beings, and the earth trembled under the weight of their power. When the dust settled, Zeus emerged victorious. The Titans were cast into the dark abyss of Tartarus, a place of eternal torment. Yet, for their loyalty, Prometheus and Epimetheus were spared this grim fate. The brothers were given a new task to populate the earth with creatures. Prometheus took on the duty of creating mankind. From the rich, wet earth, he sculpted the first men, meticulously shaping each one with the care and precision of an artist. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, breathed life into these clay figures, imbuing them with vitality and spirit. Epimetheus, on the other hand, was tasked with bestowing attributes upon the creatures of the earth. He granted speed to the deer, strength to the lion, wings to the birds, and so on. But as he worked, he failed to plan ahead. By the time he reached mankind, he had given away all the best qualities, leaving humans defenseless and vulnerable. Seeing the plight of his creations, Prometheus could not stand idly by. He decided to gift humanity something that would set them apart, the ability to stand upright like the gods and, most importantly, the gift of fire. Fire, a symbol of knowledge, warmth and progress, would enable humans to thrive in a harsh world. Prometheus's love for humanity burned brighter than the fire he bestowed upon them. Unlike the cold, distant Olympians who sent most of his family to Tartarus, he saw potential in the mortal race. However, Zeus was not pleased with Prometheus's favoritism towards humans. The king of the gods decreed that humans must offer a portion of every animal they killed as a sacrifice to the gods. Prometheus, cunning and wise, devised a clever ruse to protect humanity from Zeus's greed. He prepared two offerings, one consisting of bones wrapped in juicy fat, making it appear rich and desirable, and the other of the best meat hidden beneath a less appealing guise. When Zeus chose the deceptive pile of bones, he bound himself by his word to accept the lesser share for all future sacrifices. Zeus, realizing he had been tricked, was furious. In a fit of rage, he took fire away from humanity, plunging them back into darkness. But Prometheus, ever defiant, stole fire from the sun itself and brought it back to mankind, rekindling their hope and their ability to progress. Zeus's anger knew no bounds. He devised a punishment so severe that it would serve as a warning to all who dared defy him. He ordered that Prometheus be chained to a desolate rock atop a remote mountain. There, in the biting cold and fierce winds, Prometheus was to endure an unending torment. Each day, an eagle, a symbol of Zeus's power, would descend upon him and tear out his liver. Each night, the liver would regenerate, only to be savagely torn out again the next day. This cycle of agony was to continue for all eternity, or until Prometheus revealed which of Zeus's children would overthrow him. Meanwhile, Zeus also punished humanity for Prometheus's defiance. He sent them Pandora, the first woman, fashioned with beauty and deceit. She carried a jar, and when its lid was lifted, all the evils of the world, hard work, disease and suffering, spilled out, leaving only hope trapped inside. Prometheus, bound and tormented, never gave in to Zeus's demands. His spirit remained unbroken despite the ceaseless agony. Time passed, and the story of his suffering spread across the land, reaching the ears of gods and mortals alike. The only way Prometheus could be freed was if an immortal willingly took his place in death and a hero dared to confront the eagle and break the chains. The gods watched, and so did mankind, waiting to see if any would step forward to end his suffering. At long last, an unexpected savior emerged. Chiron, the wise and noble centaur, was grievously wounded and yearned for release from his pain. He volunteered to die for Prometheus, offering his immortal life as the price of freedom. At the same time, Hercules, the greatest of heroes, ventured to the desolate mountain. With his immense strength and unyielding courage, he confronted the eagle, slaying the fierce bird and shattering the chains that bound Prometheus. Thus, Prometheus was finally freed, his torment ended by the sacrifices of Chiron and the bravery of Hercules. Though scarred by his suffering, Prometheus remained a symbol of defiance against tyranny, a beacon of hope and resilience. His story, passed down through the ages, reminds us of the enduring power of forethought, the value of sacrifice, and the unbreakable spirit of those who stand against oppression. In the modern world, Prometheus is celebrated as a righteous rebel, a testament to the enduring human spirit's quest for knowledge, freedom, and justice.